Gather round, ye brave young knights, to hear this fabled story.
Adventures of the Swan Table and of Dragon Glory.
In Camelot, in the golden king of fire, we must confess we do our best to hide the queen's desire. We're dragons and we're proud to say we fight for honor and we don't get paid. When our damsels in distress, you can bet we're at our best. Blazing dragons, we will save the day.
Oh, yes. As I recall, I received this grievous knee injury in my epic battle with the 7 giant ogres of Yorkshire. And just what is so amusing?
My recollection was an army of ogres and severe whiplash from the catapult. Lancelot operating a catapult.
He didn't know one end of the device from another.
I'll have you know I'm a crack shot when it comes to firing the catapult, and I can prove it. Flicker, to the West Tower.
Would your lordships prefer a story about a surly Viking wielding a sledgehammer?
Oh, even Lancelot couldn't stretch the truth that far. Vikings haven't been around England for years.
Tell him that. Presenting all the way from Sweden, Erik the Well-Read.
That's Erik the Well-Read, you quitten. I have come to Camelot to claim the stone of Wheezebwain the Ferocious.
What makes you think it's at Camelot?
Wheezebwain left behind a series of stones that marked his travels.
Ooh, a flashback.
Before his untimely death of gastritis due to an overgorging of smoked eel, he is said to have hidden his boot in a secret place, the whereabouts of which is carved into 7 musical stones. All one has to do is strike the stone with a Viking warhammer to reveal the next clue.
You must go to England Fair and to Castle Camelot there. My final stone is with the flowers in the highest of the towers.
I know that stone. It's in the West Tower. My great-grandfather, Sir Blase, put it there. He felt it gave a cheery contrast to the harshness of the catapult.
The catapult? Oh no! Lancelot!
Excellent, Flicker.
Well, I've set the firing mechanism, loaded the stone, and aimed the catapult, my lord. Shall I... What's this? This stone seems to be covered in some ancient markings. Perhaps we should use another one.
Nonsense. Those are just Cinder and Clinker's hopscotch scores. Fire! Well, come to apologize, have you, you doubting Thomases? And one doubting Sven, is it?
Calm yourself, Erik. You said no one can interpret the clues from the stone without a Viking warhammer. I highly doubt that they have one at Castle Threadbare.
My vacation in Sweden was most unpleasant. I especially enjoyed stealing this heavy-duty croquet mallet, and these meatballs make excellent croquet balls.
Excellent pilfering from foreigners, your evilness.
Nice betrayal of a neighboring country's trust, your foulness.
Evil Knight number 2, have you no false praise to bestow on me?
Maybe that big stone lodged in his helmet has something to do with it.
Well, we can fix that.
The treasure that you are seeking lies in our basement reeking. This singing rock you must carry. Trust Breezebrain, who sure it was Harry.
Are you boys sure he hasn't been into the elderberries? Breezebrain's Viking treasure, huh? That type of moolah can buy a lot of trouble for the dragons.
Count Geoffrey!
What?
We have come to collect a certain stone that was inadvertently fired at your persons. We demand its return immediately.
Sorry, but one of my knights has become rather attached to it. But here's a few rocks to replace it. The only reeking basement I know is Merle the Wizard's.
That's the trouble with using fresh
much ingredients in your potions. They keep trying to get out!
Say, do you think we could have a little stroll in your reeking basement?
What are you up to, Jeff? We gotta get evil knucklehead number 2 and this singing rock that's stuck in his head into your basement so we can find a fortune in Viking plunder.
Why didn't you say so? Let's go. Right after you sign over my 20% finder's fee.
It looks like they might be headed to Merle the Wizard's Cavern of Despair and Occult Museum.
We must get the Stone of Breezebrain back before those fiends figure out the widow and find the treasure.
I wish taxis were invented.
How about this? I call it the Polvo. All we have to do is push it along using the oars like poles.
It's a bit boxy for my liking, but at least it's functional.
My lord, shouldn't you help out?
I should very much like to help, Flicker, but that touch of asthma I developed on my... What?
We're going to crash!
We could use these bags of horsehair. They'll serve to prevent injuries.
A Polvo with hair bags for safety. I wonder.
Gee, I never noticed that before. I gotta dust down here more often. This is the clue that is the best. Here you'll find the treasure chest. Insert the stone into the bridge and call for Bob, not for Midge.
Nothing like the smell of a witch's kitchen to ruin one's appetite.
We must follow Geoffrey at once.
But how? There's nothing down here but boxes of old broken furniture.
It's rough, but it'll float.
Ensemble furniture in a box. Perhaps I could start a company with this idea.
My tail muscles have never been the same since my titanic tail fencing duel with a killer lizard of Leeds. I had just backed him into a corner when...
Nothing propels a craft faster than Lounge-a-Lot's mouth. I love this part.
Bob, I command that you appear. Reward those who bring my stone here. My treasure is for them to take. So come on down, for goodness sake.
Hold it right there, you filthy foreigners.
Too late, fish breath. The treasure of Breezebrain is ours.
The filthy foreigner's right. The treasure shall be theirs. I am Bob the Troll, keeper of the treasure of Breezebrain, the voracious.
You mean the ferocious?
No, voracious. He wasn't a warrior, he was a chef. His quest for the finest recipes in the world ended here in England, where he couldn't find a single one. To these people, a varied diet means fish and chips wrapped in 2 different newspapers.
My treasure!
Our treasure.
Lingonberry surprise. Eel cobbler? These are recipes!
The recipes will allow you to eat well on your journey back to Sweden.
I don't want recipes! I want treasure!
I'm sorry, the game is finished. Please insert another stone.
Thanks to the Knights of the Square Table, the widow is solved, and I have Breezebrain's ship as my reward. I can now sail back to Sweden with these excellent business and culinary ideas.
Bon voyage! I wonder if any of our ideas will take off.
Aye, Polvo's, hairbags, furniture in boxes.
Those ideas have as much of a chance of hitting the mark as Lounge-a-Lot would with a catapult.
Poppycock! I could hit Evil Knight number 2 with a rock at 300 yards at precisely the correct angle and velocity to make him sing God Save the King in Italian if I wanted to. Much like I did to the salivating serpents of Salisbury in the spring of 32. I was hunting them up.